In the quiet embrace of the workshop, a gentle twilight seeps in through half-drawn wooden shutters, casting soft shadows upon the sawdust-dappled floor. The air, heavy with the rich scent of pine, feels almost tangible, wrapping around the elderly man like a warm, tender hug. A single mote of sawdust floats free, suspended in the golden luminescence that bathes the room, a tiny galaxy adrift in a sea of serenity. As it drifts downward, it sparkles with flecks of light, catching the slowly descending rays, each twist and turn an elegant dance that draws one's eyes, inviting deep breaths that extend through languid time. The whole world narrows down to this moment, where the sawdust falls into stillness, landing softly upon the gnarled knuckle of his resting hand, a silent testament to the day's labor entwined in patience and warmth. The room settles into a profound stillness, where only the world outside whispers with the gentle rustle of leaves. The elderly man, comfortable in his faded indigo linen shirt, feels the fabric softly caressing his skin, a soothing reminder of home and familiarity. He remains seated, his posture relaxed, fingers resting lightly on the table, embraced by the aged wood that tells stories of countless creations. As he breathes, the scent of sawdust swirls around him, a comforting musk that signifies hard work yet invites moments of reverie. Each inhalation brings warmth, filling his lungs with the day's efforts, while a low, calm exhale releases all tension into the stillness, blurring the boundary between himself and the tranquil workshop that cradles him in a sanctuary of craftsmanship and quietude. Time drips slowly, unstressed in this gentle cocoon of wood and silence. The sunlight, now a softened glow, filters through the cracks, illuminating the fine lines of the elderly man's face, each one a map of serene contentment. He shifts slightly, the coarse wool of his trousers rustling softly, yet even this movement feels deliberate and mindful, grounded. The gentle warmth of twilight seems to nudge the very corners of the room towards rest, reinforcing the notion that nothing needs to be done, nothing pursued this evening. A deep breath fills him with the earthy fragrance of the wooden workshop, each inhalation an invitation to stay anchored in this moment, where the outside world fades away, leaving only the harmony of inhalation and exhalation, a quiet testament to a life well lived in tranquility and craftsmanship. In the heart of Elias's sanctuary, a gentle, golden mote dances in the evening light, caught delicately in the stillness of the air. Shadows stretch languidly across the workshop, embracing the simple beauty that surrounds him, every corner kissed by the fading sun. The tall, mullioned window, veiled in a fine, hazy layer of wood dust, transforms the sunlight into an artist's brushstroke, a soft golden glow splashing against the rough stone walls. The room reverberates with the rich odors of timber the pale ash and deep walnut lying in stacks against the weathered walls, mingling with the sweet, sharp notes of beeswax polish and linseed oil, creating a fragrant tapestry. Here, tranquility reigns, weaving a sanctuary away from the world, where time reverberates gently and space feels infinite. A deep breath inhaled into the cozy cocoon of familiarity. At the very center of this sacred space, casting its own soft shadow upon the floor, stands the newly completed chair, a manifestation of simple elegance. Its lines are graceful, every curve smooth and inviting, as if it had emerged from the well-worn floorboards beneath, a natural and seamless extension of the workshop itself. The chair embodies Elias's craftsmanship, whispering stories of long hours spent intently shaping wood into art. With every breath, his gaze gently caresses the fine joinery, absorbing the warmth of the sun's embrace as it spills over the serene furniture. Each inhalation draws him deeper into gratitude for the stillness around him. The chair a tangible result of patience and passion, existing perfectly in its moment, neither demanding nor ephemeral, simply being. Time stretches, filled with serenity and blessing, as he luxuriates in the accomplishment that surrounds him. Sitting adjacent to the chair, Elias finds solace in this moment, a respite painted in hues of indigo and warm sepia. His silver-grey hair, cut short yet unrushed, reflects the glow of the light, each strand a testament to the wisdom and experience etched upon his weathered face. The linen shirt he wears, soft and faded, clings gently to him, its fabric a tender embrace as he allows the world outside to drift further away. The air is infused with the lingering scents of the wood and polish, an aromatic hug that envelops his senses, simplifying his reality to just this workshop. In this blissful stillness, everything flows to the rhythm of his breath, slow and steady, as he feels the weight of contentment settle around him like a warm blanket. And time, in its gentle curvature, seems to fold in on itself, inviting him deeper into tranquility. In the hushed sanctuary of his home, a comforting stillness envelops him like a soft blanket. The walls, weathered by years, bear the hues of twilight as shadows breathe gently across the floor. He rises slow, why his joints creaking softly in response to the familiar ritual that anchors his day. With deliberate movements, he presses his palms against the cool, worn surface of the sturdy oak table, feeling its grain beneath his fingers, grounding him in this tranquil moment. There is a purposeful gentleness in his actions, as each breath deepens, drawing in the scents of aged wood and fading sunlight. The heavy oak door stands before him, solid and reassuring, as he reaches for the bolt. The low thud echoes through the stillness, a reflective heartbeat signaling his intent, this small journey, a cherished interlude of peace. Stepping through the heavy oak door, the evening air envelops him like a cool embrace, whispering softly as it slips past his skin. The crispness of the twilight greets him, with the faint scent of damp earth unfurling like a delicate flower in bloom, mingling harmoniously with the sweet aroma of night-blooming jasmine. He pauses for a moment, savoring this tranquil symphony of scents, allowing them to paint a picture in his mind. With slow, measured steps, he begins to traverse the gravel path that winds through the garden, each footfall a gentle crunch beneath his worn leather boots. He feels the reassuring solidity of the ground beneath him, each connection to earth grounding him in the sacredness of this ritual. This quest for water, a simple act that flows like a meditative stream through his evening. As he approaches the old well nestled among the flowering bushes, a sense of calm suffuses him, a gentle reminder of the unhurried rhythm of nature surrounding him. The well, with its weathered stones and aged wood, stands as a sentinel of time, a repository of countless moments of stillness and purpose. He kneels down, feeling the coolness of the earth beneath him, the texture of the soil anchoring him in this moment of connection. His fingers trace the rough surface of the bucket, its robust form a continuation of his steadfast spirit. Drawing slowly, he tilts the bucket, filling it with the cool, clear water that glistens like liquid glass under the fading twilight. He lifts it gently, savoring the sensation of the weight in his hands, a small yet significant fulfillment of a nightly rite, echoing the easy rhythm of his heart. Beneath the fading light of dusk, the elderly man steps out from the familiar warmth of his workshop, each footfall measured and deliberate. The air is cool, a gentle caress on his weathered skin, as he slowly walks 30 paces, a serene pilgrimage to the well. His fingers lightly brush against the lavender bushes lining the path. Their silvery leaves shimmer softly, breathing life into the twilight. The scent of the lavender drifts around him, wrapping him in a comforting embrace, heightening his senses as he absorbs the stillness of this sacred moment. The world feels suspended, each step a meditation, inviting a deeper connection with the ground beneath him and the tranquil evening sky above. He savors the sensation of movement. It is an outward expression of his inner peace, one with the rhythm of nature around him. Reaching the stone wall of the well, he pauses, allowing time to envelop him like a soft blanket. He gazes down into the dark well, feeling the weight of anticipation and tranquility meld into one soothing sensation. His hands find the rough, comforting texture of the hemp rope, fingers gliding over its surface with a sense of familiarity. He draws a deep, slow breath, inhaling the coolness that lingers in the air. Gently, he lowers the wooden bucket. The familiar sound of the rope slipping through his fingers resonates in the stillness. whispering softly against the evening air. As the bucket meets the water, a gentle splash breaks the silence, a reminder of life's continuity. The serenity swells, anchoring him in the peaceful act of drawing the water, each movement affirming his connection to this sacred place. With practiced ease, he begins to draw the bucket back up, the solid wooden handles resting in his hands, grounding him with their reassuring weight. The slow turn of the iron crank emits a soft, rhythmic squeak, a sweet lullaby that mingles with the silence of the night. Each rotation feels meditative, a gentle cycle that echoes the flowing rhythm of his breath. As he continues to lift the bucket, the fullness promising sustenance, the cool, damp wood presses into his palms, anchoring his presence in this moment. When the bucket finally rises above the stone rim, he pauses, inhaling the earthy scent that wafts from within. The task feels complete, an offering to the cycle of life, and he holds the full bucket with gratitude, its reassuring weight a reflection of his quiet satisfaction in fulfilling this age-old ritual. As he stands before the workshop, the elderly man feels the gentle caress of an evening breeze drifting softly across his skin. The world around him holds a breath of stillness, untouched by the passage of time. His silver-grey hair, slightly ruffled by the wind, catches the last golden rays of the sun. In this moment, every detail sharpens, the sound of a distant bird calling, the rustle of grasses bowing in harmony with the tranquil air. Across the valley, Silent Peak rises majestically, its grey stone face slowly transforming as the light shifts. An ethereal alpenglow blooms, a delicate blush of pink that dances over the granite, softly illuminating the landscape. Such rare beauty wraps around him, settling like a warm blanket, pulling him deeper into this moment with each breath. He shivers in quiet awe of the mountain's glow, caught in the spell of fading daylight. The old man leans slightly against one sturdy wooden post of the workshop, feeling the cool, textured surface beneath his fingers. Each grain of the wood tells stories of seasons past, grounding him in the present as he gazes toward the peak. The warmth of the dwindling sun seeps into his skin, a soft embrace enveloping him in tranquil radiance. As the mountain blushes, the colors deepen and shift, creating a mesmerizing interplay of light and shadow that seems to pulse with life. He breathes in deeply, the air tinged with the scent of pine and earth, the aroma drifting gently, weaving into the very fabric of his being. In this quiet observation, time elongates, the ordinary moments turning extraordinary, as he remains suspended in this peaceful tableau. As the last hints of daylight fade, the elderly man shifts his gaze slowly from the peak to the ground, where soft shadows settle like whispers on the worn path. He takes a moment to appreciate the delicate flickers of fireflies beginning to dance in the twilight. their tiny lights mirroring the alpenglow above. The world around him has transformed into a sanctuary of muted sounds, the gentle rustling of leaves, the distant call of night settling in, the soothing thrum of his own heartbeat against the backdrop of nature's lullaby. With each exhale, he feels an exquisite stillness anchoring him, as if the very earth beneath his feet is welcoming him home. Here, in this serene landscape, surrounded by the gentle glow of nature's fading light, he melts into the peace that radiates from the mountain and the valley, enveloped in the soft embrace of night. Elias stands still, cradling the cool wooden handle of the bucket in his gnarled fingers, the texture smooth yet firm against his skin. As he gazes up, the sky unfolds like a vast canvas, transitioning slowly from a gentle rose pink into a deep, inviting violet that saturates the evening. The light is soft, enveloping the landscape in a tender embrace. There are no sharp lines, no sudden contrasts, just a seamless gradient whispering of the day's end. Above him, the deep indigo of the heavens cradles the mountain's glowing silhouette, allowing it to pulse with a serene luminosity that feels almost otherworldly. In this silent spectacle, the vibrant hues harmonize, and Elias feels an expansive peace wrap around him like a long, comforting sigh, as if the world itself were exhaling softly alongside him. The final rays of light dance softly around Elias, their warmth wrapping him in a delicate cocoon. He inhales deeply, letting the gentle sense of earth and damp wood wash over him, grounding him in this moment. The soft linen of his shirt caresses his skin, cool against the evening air. The dark wool trousers offer a gentle weight, reminding him of his presence in this serene tableau. As the light continues to fade, the world quiets, allowing the gentle sounds of the evening to rise, a distant whisper of wind through the trees, the subtle rustle of leaves. Each breath Elias takes is slow and full, drawn into the depths of this tranquil expanse. A good reminder that time is merely a flow here. Each inhalation invites calmness, while every exhalation dissipates any remnants of tension, melting into the softness of the twilight. As the last remnants of light dissolve into the indigo of night, Elias feels the soft coolness of the air brushing against his face, a gentle reminder of the world beyond his gaze. He allows his senses to delve deeper, each sound and sensation stretching into eternity. The bucket handle rests lightly in his palm, a personal anchor in this moment of profound stillness. With every heartbeat, he finds himself becoming more attuned to the rhythms of nature surrounding him, the symphony of crickets beginning their evening song, merging seamlessly with the soft rustle of leaves. The quiet space invites him to withdraw from all thought and simply be an observer, a participant in this dance of light and shadow. Time feels utterly suspended, and within that tranquil embrace, Elias knows a deep sense of belonging amidst the gentle grandeur of the night sky and the enduring mountain. He steps onto the warm earth, cradling a bucket of freshly drawn water, relishing the gentle weight in his hands. The path to the workshop is familiar beneath his feet, each step a gentle reminder of his journey through life, rich with texture and the scent of damp wood. As he approaches the door, he pauses to inhale deeply, absorbing the musty, comforting aroma of his craftsmanship. The sunlight dances in playful patterns on the ground, casting soft shadows that sway gently, as if inviting him to pause just a moment longer. With a serene breath, he sets the bucket down with deliberate care, creating a soft thud that reverberates in the stillness, signaling a moment of arrival. The newly crafted chair rests just outside the doorway, welcoming him home, as the world holds its breath in anticipation of his next gentle movement. Settling into the chair, he feels the smooth wood conforming to his form, wrapping him in a blanket of warmth and familiarity. The curve of the backrest supports him like a gentle embrace, each fiber whispering of the labor he poured into this creation. He lets his head fall back, allowing the sun's lingering warmth to envelop him even further, softening the edges of his thoughts. The air is still, heavy with the scent of pine and the distant sound of the mountain's whisper, cascading through the air with a rarefied energy. His hands rest easily upon the arms of the chair, the firmness of the wood grounding him in this moment, still, peaceful, and profoundly connected to the life woven into his simple surroundings. In the quiet, he exists unhurried, untroubled, finding solace in the gentle rhythm of his breath and the embrace of this moment. He gazes outward, drawn to the majestic mountain that looms in the distance, its stoic presence commanding respect. The peaks are washed in golden sunlight, their weathered faces telling stories of time and patience as clouds drift lazily, framing the view with a serene softness. As he contemplates the intricate details of the mountain and the chair, he feels a silent connection emanating between them, a shared existence forged in nature's slow handiwork. The minute grain of wood in his chair mirrors the rough, layered strata of the peak, revealing the beauty born of unhurried moments. With each gentle rise and fall of his chest, he breathes in deeply, allowing the calm air to fill him, intertwining with the breath of the earth itself. As he remains a part of this timelessness, cradled in the embrace of everything that surrounds him, the twilight settles softly around the elderly man, wrapping him in a cocoon of gentle light. His weathered fingers glide over the surface of the wooden piece he has carved, feeling the smooth, cool grain against his skin. Each ridge and curve tells a story, an echo of the tree's life beneath silent peak, now transformed by his careful hands. As he holds it close, a warm breath flows through him, melding with the soft sounds of rustling leaves and distant evening calls of the forest. The fading sun casts a tranquil hue across the landscape, illuminating the edges of his silver-grey hair and highlighting the serene smile upon his face. He breathes deep, inhaling the earthy scent of wood dust mingled with the last rays of daylight, a fusion of nature and quiet purpose that feels profoundly right, grounding him in the stillness of this sacred moment. In this serene embrace of dusk, he sits, the world softly fading around him, each breath drawing in a sense of peace that fills the open space. The weight of his dark wool trousers rests gently against his legs, grounding him like the roots of the tree he crafted. His linen shirt, softly draping against his lean frame, sways delicately with the whisper of an evening breeze. The cool air, fragrant with woody undertones and hints of moss, caresses his skin like a tender reminder of the earth's embrace. His deep blue eyes gaze out towards Silent Peak, drinking in the soft gradients of twilight that transition from gold to indigo. Each moment lingers, suspended, as he acknowledges the perfect harmony between himself, the mountain, and the wood that now carries his essence within it. As the last threads of daylight unravel, he closes his eyes, letting the surrounding sounds wash over him, a symphony of nature settling into night. The soft chorus of crickets and the gentle rustle of trees form a lullaby that wraps around him, pulling him deeper into stillness. His breath, steady and deep, swells within his chest, a rhythmic echo that matches nature's pulse. The calming vibrations of the environment flow through him, and he surrenders entirely to this moment, feeling an unbroken connection to all that is around him. Each exhale melts away the day's labor, leaving only an expansive stillness, the kind that stretches into infinity. In this perfect alignment, he exists as a part of the world, a soulful embodiment of peace amid the quiet glow of dusk, resting within the cradle of nature's awe. As the last whisper of alpenglow slips away from the mountain, it leaves behind a tranquil darkness softly brooding against the emerging stars. The world below, wrapped in deepening shades of blue and grey, pulses gently with the rhythm of night. Elias, seated in a wooden chair, allows his posture to soften, his gaze drawn downward and anchored within the small universe of his own hands. Here, he finds solace, his thumb tracing slowly and unconsciously over the armrest's smooth surface. Each flicker of his touch meanders along the grain, where the dark lines swell and ebb, echoing stories of a tree's long age, its stillness akin to the quiet evening surrounding him. The wood, cool beneath his fingers, seems to awaken with the memory of the forest and the warmth of sunlight that once illuminated its life. As he follows the contours of the grain, the texture unfolds in rich valleys and gentle peaks, a tactile map of time itself. He breathes in the familiar, earthy scent of cedar and earth, grounding him further in the present moment. Elias finds comfort here, each caress of his thumb becoming a silent conversation with the past, a dialogue of stillness. He revels in the calm, allowing his senses to hone in solely on the soothing connection between his skin and the aged wood, as if each stroke could unlock ephemeral secrets whispered through years of growth and change. Time appears to stretch endlessly in this suspended moment. The coolness of the wood anchors him, while the darkness outside deepens into velvet tranquility. His fingers glide lightly, orchestrating a dance of warmth against the chilled surface, a subtle reminder of life's persistent cycle. The deep blue sky above shifts ever so slightly as the stars blink in and out. But within this small space, Elias remains untouched by the passage of time. The whispers of the night wrap around him, soft and soothing, merging with the heartbeat of the earth. Here, Elias is a vessel of peace, utterly surrendered to the love of the present, cradled comfortably in the embrace of the world around him. The evening air is thick with a gentle stillness, cradling the elderly man as he sinks into the comfort of the moment. His fingers glide over polished wood grain, tracing the tactile contours that seem to pulse under his touch, a soft rhythm echoing the faraway chirping of a solitary cricket. Each deliberate stroke sends ripples of warmth through his hand, inviting the serenity to seep deeper into his bones. The leaves near him whisper secrets to the encroaching dusk, their rustling a patient accompaniment to his smooth, unfurling breaths. Time becomes elastic, stretching into an infinity where only he and the wood grain exist. Connected beneath the twilight sky, the last rays of sunlight fade, conjuring a gentle darkness that envelops him like a heavy blanket, nurturing and protective, as he holds the feeling of the wood firmly, embodying the very essence of the earth as he drifts deeper into tranquility. As his hand continues its slow dance along the carved surface, the distinction between the polished timber and his own weathered skin begins to dissolve, almost as if they have merged into a single, comforting entity. The coarse warmth of the wood evokes memories, each texture a silent story whispering peace into his heart. With each breath, he allows himself to melt further into this experience, the cadence of his inhalation syncing with the cooling temperature surrounding him, a perfect harmony of being and belonging. The soft patter of leaves echoes the rise and fall of his chest, creating a tranquil symphony that grounds him in this timeless moment. He leans slightly forward, his indigo linen shirt falling away gracefully with subtle movement, allowing the stillness to envelop him ever more completely, a cocoon of serenity as he surrenders to the evening's embrace. With his eyes closed now, the world outside begins to blur, but the swirling patterns of the wood grain remain vibrant in the shadows of his mind. He breathes out gently, expelling the remnants of the day, his whole being anchored in the stillness that surrounds him. Each breath, a soft melody of release, brings him closer to the infinite embrace of sleep. The darkness that envelops him is a soothing presence, not fearsome but filled with promise, lulling him into its depths. Within this peaceful cocoon, the last flickers of his consciousness dissolve, entwined with the wood, with the night, a harmonious merging of life and tranquility. The gentle sound of the cricket continues its lullaby, a singular note in the vast symphony of night. As he surrenders entirely, drifting into a profound, undisturbed slumber, cradled by the essence of the universe itself.